morning, everybody. Early morning workout, coming to the gym. Just want to get it in. I was thinking about faith this morning. I had a conversation with my wife, and we were talking about the fact that God gives us a measure of faith, and it's up to us to use the faith that God gives us. I was kind of struck with the whole notion about faith because I was just thinking about how good I felt this morning, and one of the reasons I felt good, I believed anyway. I don't really know. One of the reasons I felt good, and especially felt good about coming in here to work out. I'm about to do the bike. About to do the bike here real quick. Yesterday I did the treadmill, but one of the reasons I felt good, or at least I believed I did, was because I worked out yesterday, and I didn't do too much. I ran a little bit on the treadmill, walked a little bit, but the way it occurred to me was that it was a seed. Like yesterday literally was a seed planted for today. Like, I wouldn't have felt as good about coming in here today had I not done what I did yesterday. And so it was just like, wow, I had to literally, I wouldn't say conjure up the faith, but for yesterday's workout, I didn't feel like working out yesterday at all. But for the goals that I have set in mind, for the things that I want to accomplish over the next year, I know that it's building blocks. And so, the cornerstone of a building is the most important stone that's set there. It's the strongest, it's the foundation stone. Yesterday felt like a foundation type of thing for me. I didn't know it at the time, but when I woke up this morning, I knew it, because I knew how I felt this morning had nothing to do with anything other than there was something that had happened. My wife and I had a really, really good time yesterday, and that's actually really, really what it was. We spent some time in fellowship and talked, and it was just really good being together. But as far as the workout part, I was like, I don't feel like working out. I never feel like working out. It's one of my things. As far as physical fitness, I just don't like it. But I've had several doctors tell me, and my dad included, it's like, Mike, you got to do something physical like every day. So it just really felt good today. And I just want to share how whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever it is that you want to do, start. And don't get discouraged. My friend Bobby told me, we share some things, and he's my friend Bobby's he's got a PhD in electrical engineering. High performing person for a high performing company. He works for Intel, and he's got a PhD in electrical engineering. So he does some things that are off the charts, and he's always been a very intelligent person. And one of the things we talked about was just something as basic as reading. And he's like, Mike, I'm not smarter than anybody else. But what I do is, if I read something and I don't read fast, he's like, read it again. You read something, read it again. And I've adopted that. It's like, take as much time as you need. Don't get discouraged if you read something, or there's a concept, or somebody tells you something, you don't understand it. So you didn't understand it. It's just like Jesus when the man couldn't see, and he wiped his eyes, and he was like, let me do it again. He said, because you're supposed to see. When we do this, the objective is you see. Not men as trees, but you see clear. So if you're reading something, if you're learning something, if you set out to go to school, to take on a discipline, if you want to be a PhD in something, if you want to have mastery in any level, any endeavor, take as much time as you need to get it. The main thing is make sure you get it. If you don't get it, don't fake like you got it because somebody else got it. They got it on the first try. It may take you 3 tries. You know, same thing with test taking. You know, oh, I failed the test. Well, you know what? You may be a person who has to take practice tests. Get some practice tests. Practice on those tests. First time you take a practice test, you might get a 59. You know, the first time I took my road test for driving, I got a 59. Second time I took my road test, God flipped that thing around. That 59 went to a 95. Because I studied the road. I was like, okay, this is the road. My dad took me out. We were like, where's the road test? These are the turns you make. These are the right turn only lanes. These are the left turn only lanes. We drove the road test before the road test. It's not cheating to test before you test. You know, this is not a, you know, like, what do they call that? Like a pop quiz. No, it's not a pop quiz. You know you're gonna have a test to take. Take the test before you take the test. And build up a certain level of mastery before you do it. That's how life is. That's how simple it is. It was one of the things that I learned, you know, my dad, you know, Bobby, showed me how, look, it's just like God says, this thing is designed for us to win. So how do we win? Make sure you win, right? You got a test to take, get all the practice material you can and master that thing before you actually take the real test, especially if you got to pay to take the test. No need in paying money and not being sure. By the time you pay the money to take that road test, or the time you pay the money to take that aptitude test for college admission or graduate school admission or whatever you're about to do, you better be sure that you're going to pass that thing with flying colors. And the only way to do that is to practice. And I'm just like, man, I see this thing now. You know, it took me a while to like get it because I'm really hard on myself. And I used to think like, if I didn't get it on the first try, or if I didn't get it on the second try, like there was something wrong with me. I'm like, dang, I'm not as smart as that guy. Or that guy's like, who cares, man? By the time I get it, I got it. I'm studying foreign exchange markets right now. And so today is March 7th. My goal is by my birthday, December 10th, I will be trading in the Forex foreign exchange, fluently. Taking a course right now, and this is March. I'll be finished that course. Well, my goal is to be finished that course by May. I'll probably finish it early. And I'm looking at some training videos, and I'm studying different people who have really good methodologies, and I'm going to practice trading for 6 months in a demo account. So from May to December, I'm going to open up, you know, probably several demo accounts and trade. And I'm going to get fluid in different methodologies and different strategies and concepts. And I'm going to make sure that I'm making money consistently in my demo account for 6 months before I start trading with real money. That's my goal. You know, there's people who's come out and they're like, oh yeah, you can make money doing this. They put money in it, lose their money. It's like, no, man, that's not the way to do it. Be smart about everything you do. If there's something you want to do in life, get started. Don't wait. And don't come out there, you never traded money before and you're going to put all these thousands of dollars in something. You like, wait, man. Like, don't put thousands of dollars in it, you know, put $100 in there and see how that does. You know? Put $50 in there. Manage that. You know, faithful with the little. Faithful with the little. Be blessed with more. No need in hurting yourself, man. It's not a race. Not that kind of race anyways, you know. God knows you. And you know you. And if you don't, get to know yourself. Know thyself. Win this game. Don't play. It's not a game like that. What I mean by it's not a game like that is it's not something to be taken lightly. This is your life. Master your life. You don't master anything else. Master that.